Welcome back to another fun-filled, fantastic day at Project Lead the Way. We are continuing our rocket build. We are on day 3. For today's lesson, we're going to be installing the engine mount and installing the shock cord. Those are our next couple of steps today. Make sure that you have glue ready along with scissors. So when I'm going to be installing the engine mount, I of course need my engine mount. I of course need glue, and I'm going to glue this to the inside of the body of my rocket. So I'm using Elmer's glue. You can be using wood glue, you can be using hot glue, any of those will do. The only reason I'm using Elmer's glue is because the fit of the engine mount into the body of the rocket, there's not a lot of space for error, so sometimes if you're using hot glue, it can make putting it into the actual rocket body a little bit more challenging. So I'm gonna go ahead and slide that in. You're gonna put the end all the way inside the rocket body until it looks like that. Okay, so you want that hook hanging out of the end of the body of the rocket. All right, next, you're gonna wait for that to dry. We want to install the shock cord. So if you want to install the shock cord, according to our directions, we need to cut out this little piece of paper right here. All right, it's going to look like the 1, 2, 3 steps. Okay, so when I am installing my shock cord, I want to make sure that I have my rubber band ready. Okay, I'm going to be using hot glue for this point just so it is faster for the video. So I'm going to go ahead and place glue on part 2. Okay, so the centerpiece I'm going to be gluing. I'm going to glue right in the center, little glue dot. I'm going to take my rubber band, okay, and place it moving from 2 to 3, okay, and then fold over part 1 onto part 2. If you're using hot glue, just be careful that you are not burning your finger. Might be a little bit hot. Okay. So you get a piece like this. Next, you are going to continue to put a little glue dot onto part 3. Place the rubber band over that glue dot so it stays. And then just like you did for the previous, you're going to take your piece of paper and fold from part 2 onto part 3. So you should end up with your rubber band folded and intertwined into the piece you cut out. It's going to look like this. Okay. This piece is going to go in the top of your rocket. I'm again going to use hot glue for this just so it'll dry quickly. So top of my rocket, I'm going to go ahead and put a little glue dot on the top where I'm going to insert it in. And then I want this to be about 1.5 inches down into the body of the rocket. So put that in. And I'm going to hold that so I know it stays. Be careful if you're using hot glue just because it's a little bit hot. And that's the stuff for today. We have installed our engine mount, which is finished drying, and then of course we have installed the shock cord.